Hi everybody, Mike Reese. I'm also going to be doing I'm doing a book review right here. It's an ebook brought to you guys, brought by Raven Tactical or Way of the Raven Combatives, and it's done by a friend of mine and also a man that I learned from. His name is Ferdinand David Vargas. He also him and Miguel Fuentes have helped also develop the defensive tactics that all the Guardian Angels are. They were in Black Belt magazine talking about that as well. So, but Ferdinand does tactical knife fighting. He has a lot of different backgrounds in different sorts of knife fighting in Kutan Silat, Apache knife work. He's got different Filipino stuff. He's gone to looked with Italian knife fighting, Spanish knife fighting, all sorts of different styles of blade work, and a lot of it is to get a good tactical overview of knife work, stick work, all that stuff that he utilizes that he actually teaches, law enforcement, military personnel, things like that. That's who he teaches. So he needs to have a more practical overview and look at knife combatives. Well, the first book, there's 4 volumes of this, and I'm going to put a link to raventactical.com in this description, so that way you guys can check it out for yourself. The book is great. For anybody who's never done any type of knife work at all, I really suggest that you get this. Was the first one. This is volume 1. This is the review on volume 1. Volume 1 is spectacular. Okay? 1, it gives you a ton of information. It's not just about stances. It's not just about movements and things like that. No, it has those things in there, but it also gives it gives better insight on what basically you need to know. Psychologically, educationally, you need to know certain things, and these are things that you have to really look into. How to utilize these things effectively. And it even goes into the legalities of you as a civilian utilizing knife work. It shows you how to pick out a knife, what's good for a knife, what a good company is, what kind of steel is good, different types of things. I mean, it breaks down certain details like that a lot of people don't even get into, and they don't even talk about. You have to look into these things because not everybody's made the same. Not everybody's built the same. What works for some people may not work for other people. And you just kind of have to go with it in how to move with your knife, how to keep yourself going. And you can utilize this in not just a knife combative, but definitely you can use it in just a weapon, a one-handed weapon perspective. And these are things that you can take with you. So this is just one of those things. It's called Way of the Raven. Like I said, it's going to be at raventactical.com. Check it out. Get the first volume and then go from there, because that first volume is already a heap of information that you're going to need to get you started and started correctly. If you are a person that works with knife, you'll appreciate these volumes, and you'll definitely appreciate this first one because it's going to be feeding in things that not every arnist school will teach, not every martial arts school that says they work with tactical knife or practical knife applications, they don't cover some of this stuff. So the fact that this book is going to have all that stuff that you need, and you can get it online as an ebook, you can get it down so you can download it, you can have it with you at all times, just read it when you need to, basically really research it, go through the things that it tells you to do as far as how to drill it, how to, basically work with it. And even Dave is one of those guys. He's a great guy. He's one of those people that he says, I'm not here to reinvent the wheel. I'm just here to give this wheel maybe an update or maybe just some spokes. I want to really just reinforce that wheel with some good practical things. And that's it. And I love that way of thinking because of the fact that, it's already been done. A punch is a punch, a slash is a slash, a thrust is a thrust. You look at all these different things and you wonder, and it's not so much, what technique is the best. It's how are you training these movements? How are you being able to be on point at all times? And the first volume of this book, this is why I'm looking forward. I have not read all 4 volumes yet. I'm right in the middle of the second one, so that's coming soon. But all just this from this first volume, all 4 of these volumes are probably going to be fantastic because I've already read this first one, and I read this first one and looked at it. This is like my 3rd time going through it, and I've already looked at it. I've already worked with a lot of these principles and concepts because I've worked with Dave. So knowing a lot of these things, I know how good they are. I know how well they come off. I know how well they can be committed into a real, actual, applicable situation. It's the knife stuff that I teach because I actually enjoy the way that this is set up. Because it also goes along with a lot of the ways that I've learned how to fight with a knife, fight with a stick, fight with a, even just a machete or something with just one-handed. It kind of has always worked that way for me, and it's always been, just to me, common sense and intelligence. And I like the way it's structured, and I love the way that he puts it out there. So I want you guys to really look at it and see if this is something that you learn or don't learn. Some guys are out there teaching it, and it's good, but he's not trying to take competition. He's just trying to help educate all these people out there who aren't actually going out and seeking these guys out, or who don't have a clue about how to work with a knife. This is the best way to go. Practical, tactical ways of working with a blade. And just basically just good knowledge that you can actually address into your hand-to-hand combat, or even your other weapon, any type of weapon that you're working with. So I say pick it up, check it out. So Volume 1, great start, great base. I'm not going to say I go with everything in there. I don't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it can work for you. Are you going to probably agree with everything that's happening in there? Probably not. But at the same time, he's not looking for everyone to agree. Like I said, he's just there to educate. And that's the reason why I really want to really push this. I want you guys to really read it for yourself, see it for yourself, train it for yourself, and then make a decision. I say it's a great book. And honestly, there's very few things out there like it. Why this isn't like in print and in bookstores like all over the place is a sad thing that knowledge is not there. But thanks to the internet and the way that electronics and this industry is now, or basically how everything works now, it's online. Check it out. Go look it up, okay? So follow the link and let me know what you guys think about this book, okay? Thanks a lot.